What's good, YouTube? It's your girl, Miss Golden 83, and I am here to do a general sneak peek for the sign of Virgo. Okay, Virgo, you guys are first this week. All right, hope you guys are doing well. It's been a hot minute since April. Okay, so hopefully you guys' energy is doing well. Okay. Remember, you guys, these are general messages, not personal. So take what resonates and pass the rest to the next. Okay? So you guys know how the general read goes. We're just going to go ahead and get into it. Already have shuffled the decks. So we do 2 from the top, 2 from the bottom, and 1 energetically from the middle. Okay? And of course, you know we're not looking at the bottom of the deck. We have everything we need here on the table. Okay? So we'll clarify in a moment. Let's see what's going on in your energy. We have the Ace of Cups, the 5 of Cups, the 8 of Pentacles, the 5 of Swords, and the Wheel of Fortune. Okay. So I was about to be a little bit worried when I saw this 5 of Cups energy, but I feel what's kind of going on here in your energy. Okay, Virgos, give me a little minute here just to make some room. Move the sage over just a little bit and make sure you guys can see everything as much as possible. Okay, so Ace of Cups to start. Okay. I feel like you guys are working on your passion right now, or have found your passion. Okay. Of course, with the Ace of Cups, we're talking about an overwhelming abundance of love, or offering of love again, or just a love towards something. Okay. Possibly someone trying to give you something, or some form of apology, Virgo. Possibly. Okay. It's something that you could be receiving. Okay, that might be somewhat like work related. However, this offer is facing away from this 5 of Cups. Okay, it's not facing towards it. Okay, so with this 5 of Cups being here, it could be some form of rejection on your part. Okay, of maybe not finding a middle ground about something. Okay, with someone, 5 of Cups is usually kind of like a disappointment, as you see the person is looking at the cups that are turned over while there's still 2 cups behind them. Okay, and so I feel as though it was either you or someone made an offer of some sort, or tried to have like some form of communication in reference to a project or something of that nature, and maybe it wasn't well received, and so kind of disappointed in someone, or maybe how something went down. Okay, but you don't stay in it for long. Realize that you have 2 cups still here. Something is still available for you to work on. Okay, and with that being said, that's why this the 8 of Pentacles is here. Okay, 8 of Pentacles is talking about, you know, getting down to the nitty gritty, really starting to work and focus, and not really cry over spilled milk. Okay, it's something that possibly needed to be done. Okay, and so it's time to really push the pavement. Okay, and work on this project. Okay, you're kind of in a sense feeling like better off doing it by yourself, or it's going to get done right this time. Okay, whatever it is that you're working on, I'm feeling this vibe of it's going to get done right this time. I'm going to do things right this time. Okay, is the vibe that I'm feeling. So then we have this Five of Swords here, okay, where you have two people walking away, someone with three swords in their hand, okay, between both their hands with two swords on the ground, okay. So in a sense of defeat by these people here, okay, or as I like to say, kind of cleaning up behind people in a sense, okay. And so someone possibly, feels defeated or left out. Not, I don't think it's you. I think it's just you showing people that you are able to overcome any type of obstacles without their assistance, okay, that you never really depended on them. It was probably the other way around, is something that I'm feeling right now, okay, because then we have the Wheel of Fortune here, okay, which Wheel of Fortune is talking about some changes, okay, some type of cycle is changing or something is changing, okay, as the Wheel of Fortune is going around. It's talking about being spun, okay, so a change is imminent, okay, for you, all right. So, and either you have caused a change by doing whatever this is, and maybe disconnecting yourself primarily from certain people so that way you can really focus on your main goal, because I always seem to focus on the middle card in your spread as the main energy, if you will, for your general reads, and you are hard at work. You don't have time to really be in disappointment or reviewing how people feel right now based on how they feel about your decisions. You are primarily trying to work hard towards something, okay? So with that being said, we're at 7:25 in your reading. I already shuffled the clarifiers, but I'm going to go ahead and shuffle one more turn, meaning that some form of energy has changed within the collective. So I'm going to go ahead and shuffle again. And we'll cut 3 times as well. Okay. Okay. All right. So we're going to do the same thing with the clarifying deck. 2 from the top, 2 from the bottom, and 1 energetically from the middle for the Wheel of Fortune. Okay. Okay. So let's see what's going on with you Virgos with your clarifiers one at a time. The Ace of Cups is being clarified by the 4 of Wands, okay? 4 of Wands with the Ace of Cups, okay? So some type of, again, I don't feel a strong sense of a relationship, okay? Not in a romantical sense. I think more so in a platonic sense, okay? This overwhelming amount of love. It's, the hand is going the other way. The 4 of Wands is here, okay? So I don't really think it's platonic. Now, for some of you, it may be get in where you fit in, okay? You're working on something, or it's so hard to pinpoint it because there's so many energies here. I don't feel for most that it's a romantic relationship. I feel like it's more so a platonic relationship, okay? That has this overwhelming amount of love, respect, and like I said, some form of apology or something was given, okay? Or a discussion had to be had, okay, in reference to this Ace of Cups with this Four of Wands, okay? But it led to some form of disappointment, okay, as it's on the side of the cups being down, okay? Let's see what's clarifying it is the Four of Pentacles, clarifying the Five of Cups, okay? Something holding back, okay? Something occurred where maybe you were holding back, or possibly refrained from telling someone something. You have changed the dynamic of your friendship, okay? Of whatever is going on within this situation here. I feel like the dynamic has changed, okay? And it could be based upon what we had discussed back in April, okay, about being mindful about who you have around you. Like I said, with this Five of Swords, you got a lot of fives here. Five of Swords, Five of Swords, and Five of Cups being here, okay? It's talking about change, okay, with the number five. So, and then fours, protecting your energy as a whole, okay? So, four showing up here twice, five showing up here twice. There is some form of change in your dynamic, in your circle, okay? And so, maybe some information that you were normally used to telling someone, you are now refraining from telling them everything, okay? Maybe you've found out who's been kind of for you and not for you, who's been, leaking information, things like that. So now you're starting to hold back, okay? With this Five of Cups, you're starting to hold back, okay? Let's keep moving forward, okay? Eight of Pentacles, wow, with the Wheel of Fortune yet again. That's 2 times that the Wheel of Fortune has came out in your reading, okay? Clarifying this Eight of Pentacles, okay? Something has really changed within you, Virgo, okay? Where you are now being maybe a little bit more professional, maybe more diligent, something that you weren't doing in the past, okay? There's something about your work ethic that has changed, and it could be because of those around you or some type of interchange within yourself, putting yourself first, putting your goals first, and like I said, not spending a lot of time dealing with a lot of possible toxic energy or disappointing energy within a dynamic, okay? And starting to prioritize your life so that way you can make some changes, okay? Positive changes. So, that being said, we have the Five of Swords being clarified by the Ace of Swords, okay? Some form of you letting people know, what is and what isn't going to go down, okay? You are letting people know who you are and what you are about, what you don't have time for, and if they don't like it, they can move on, okay? As a form of defeat. Somehow, Virgo, you have a tendency of cutting people with your words. It's possible that you have a good amount of air energy within your chart, okay? Because Virgos are usually very good at cutting people or being verbal assassins, okay? Where they hold a lot of stuff in, with this Four of Pentacles being here, that needs to be said, and maybe you've been holding it in, and you finally end up speaking your mind, okay? But it's factual, and it may hurt some people because it's the truth, but it's the truth that needed to be heard and needed to be said, and maybe in the end it needed to come from you. Okay, in that way nobody can say, well, they heard, or he said, she said. It comes right from you, so no one can question who said what. Okay, so some people are feeling defeated based off of some truth that you have told. Okay, so with that being said, we now have at the end here the Wheel of Fortune with the moon. Okay, the moon clarifying the Wheel of Fortune. Okay, I feel as though you're going to be keeping some things to yourself. Okay, the changes that you're making or going through, you are no longer relinquishing a lot of information to people. Okay, some things are on the hush because you are now trying to reevaluate certain connections to find out who it is that you can trust. Okay, and maybe you have something that you are truly working on. Again, Wheel of Fortune being here twice in your reading. Okay, you have some things that you're working on, and this time you're going to keep it to yourself until the right time to release it. Okay, which is the best thing for you to do. Okay, so especially if it's something that you really are passionate about and you want it to go without a hitch, best thing for you to do is stay hush about it. Okay, and that's probably why it's hard for me to talk about this dynamic that's going on over here, because of this moon energy that's came out. Okay, something needs to stay hidden, and who am I to relinquish any type of information on your behalf? Again, these are general messages, not personal. Okay, so get in where you fit in. All right, so Virgos, with that being said, we're going to go into your elemental oracle to wrap up your reading, to get one final message for you guys. I'm going to go ahead and shuffle these as well, which I normally like to do anyway whenever I do the general reads. Okay, and so we're going to go ahead and cut this deck as well. And we'll do an energetic pull for you guys to see where your energy lies to start the week. Okay. Your card here is comfort. Okay. Comfort. Hearth. Number 11. Okay. Number 11, talking about some enlightenment going on. Okay. And equaling out to 2. Okay. Equaling out to 2. Okay. Focusing on what you want, not what you don't want. Okay. But it's a beautiful card here, as we see a baby laying on the dog next to the fire. Okay. Looking very comfortable. Okay. And it's as if you are really comfortable right now. Like I said, even though there's some form of disappointment, you don't stay there long, Virgo, because you know what things have to be done. And you really have tunnel vision based on the changes that you need to make in your life. Okay. And I think that's primarily what you are focusing on right now. Okay. And so right now you just are enjoying the comforts of your home, feeling a little bit more relaxed, gaining some enlightenment at the same time. And who knew, that maybe that's something that you needed in order for you to get to this change that's very imminent for you. Okay. So we're going to read, this element is of fire. Okay, so this is fire energy. Okay, and it says, hearth, comfort, take some time out to rest and regenerate. Know what makes you comfortable. Keep the home fires burning. Create a peaceful and beautiful home life. Nourishing the mind, body, and spirit is important at this time. Focus on the inner life. Okay, like I said, you are taking the time to focus on what it is that you need to work on. Okay, inner work primarily. Okay, okay? And then that reevaluating yourself, your inner worth, your inner self exudes out into your work, okay? Like I said, I feel like you've changed your work ethic or are about to change your work ethic. Your word of power is anesi, which is ancient Greek for comfort or solace, okay? So right now, take a rest, Virgo, if you need to really focus on yourself and your inner works and come back swinging. Whatever it is you're working on, it's for you to know and for other people to find out when you come out shining bright, okay? And being very, I feel like you are going to be very luminescent. You're going to be very luminescent. I don't know why that's the word right now for you Virgos, but I feel like you will be very luminescent at the end of this change, okay? And people are going to be wowed by you, okay? So with that being said, Virgos, that's all that I have for you guys for your general sneak peek. We have 4 more readings this week. So until then, peace.